welcome to my studio. Today we're going to be making the little glitter tinsel coyote gourd ornaments, Christmas ornaments. And these are really simple and a lot of fun, and you can throw a bunch of these together in a short amount of time. Now what I did is I took my coyote gourd and I sprayed it with Glitter Blast, and this is a new product out by Krylon. And you don't have to use the Glitter Blast. You could use some metallic paint and base coat it, whatever you want to do. Now on the green one I left it solid. On the gold and red one we did a little bit of feathering. So I'm going to show you a method that I've been doing that I call feathering. So it's kind of with our dye. And you can use any dye, it doesn't have to be a certain type, but I'm going to use my alcohol inks today. And we're going to do a green. Now remember, this is just an extra little step, kind of a fun step. You don't have to do this. Just something I thought would add to it just a little bit. And I use just a makeup round, and I'm going to fold it in half, and I'm just going to feather it off. Now, the glitter is a little bit rough, so you kind of have to be careful and not leave fuzz behind. And we have to do this a little bit more because it absorbs up so much of this, but it kind of gives it a neat effect. And you just want to make sure that your ends are kind of whisked down. I just made a temporary hook or hanger for my gourd so I could spray paint it, and then we'll remove that and put the other one on in just a minute here, because I didn't want to put my real one on yet because I didn't want to put the color glitter all over it and everything. Try a different color here. Just a green, just to brighten it up. Okay, I think that's good enough. Now on the other one I took it down too far. You should probably end up, the longest part should be halfway. And there's that little fuzz I was talking about. So we're going to go over and we're going to decorate it with our Crayola crayon. And I'm going to be using the number 2 tool. And these are just random strokes here and there, and we're just pulling them on. Now, if you've never done this process or not familiar with this, jump over to Miriam Joy's 123, and it's just no S, excuse me, and there is some videos, and the one on the front page shows you the basics of the wax design. And I'm just doing some short, some long, some in between. And then I'm going to come in and we're going to add dots to these. We're going to put just descending dots on these. And descending means you're dotting without reloading. We're getting about 2 or 3 dots, and that's making them go smaller in size. Be careful not to turn your gourd to the side until the dot is dry enough that you can turn it without it moving a little bit on you. Now the Crayola dries really, really fast. You don't have to worry about it too much, but you don't want to work against gravity here. Okay, so we have our little red ones on. And actually, I'm going to go ahead and remove that at this time. And I am going to put some green ones on. And I want to leave enough room for one more stroke in between. These green ones, I'm going to dot them one time. And the glitter is a great base for the Crayola. It is very absorbent, even more so than some of the other projects that we work on with the Crayola. And it really likes to stay on the glitter. See how whimsical this is starting to look? And you can use the metallic crayons on this as well. They're a lot of fun. Put that one shorter and one right about there. I didn't finish dotting these. Let's go back and dot them. You don't have to dot all of them. You can dot just some of them. It doesn't matter. And try to leave your hanger on till you get done varnishing it, because you can hold on to it to varnish it. Now the only reason I'm stirring is because it's been sitting here for a while. Otherwise you don't need to stir it. And this is my dandelion color. I really like the dandelion color with the Christmas colors. There's some more of that little fuzz we were talking about. And I'm not going to dot that bottom one. And I need to slow down, and those strokes will pull further on me. And you can put layers of different strokes too. On the green one, I actually came in and added another layer of strokes to make it go down further. And don't push real hard when you're pulling on these either, just a little bit. Seems to work better. Kind of glide right over the top of your gourd. I'm going to come in here and I'm going to put one more right here. And those of you that aren't familiar with the coyote gourd, it is something that we do carry. There's not a lot of people out there that carry it. I don't know if we're the only suppliers or not. So if you're looking for a round gourd ornament size, that is the way to go. It is thin shell. Now I've got that all decorated, so isn't that fun? And what you're going to do at this point in time is take it out and varnish it. You can use your spray varnish, or you can also use your Deco Art triple thick brush on, or something that you're comfortable with as well. Excuse me. And then after you varnish it, we're going to put our hanger on. And we're going to use some cording. And you want to cut the cording long enough that you can tie your knot in it. And I'm just going to tie our knot at the bottom. And I'm going to take my gloves off because we don't need those anymore. And then I use a bead cap. And I find my bead caps that I like the best at Hobby Lobby. They're a cap that goes around your beads. Now I run it up through the bottom. Your knot needs to be big enough that it doesn't go through the hole. And your tails need to be short enough that when we glue them, they all stay on. Now I do it with hot glue gun. If you're not comfortable with that, and I never have any problems with this, then use E6000, but you'll have to leave it for a while. And just set it right on the board just like that. And then I'm going to take some tinsel. Okay, we're going to take our tinsel and I'm going to double the tinsel over. And I'm going to just kind of make it full. And then the first one, I'm going to kind of anchor it right next to the bead cap, or now my ornament hanger. And I'm going to walk it around. And I want it to go around 2 to 3 times. And then when you get it in the perfect place, go ahead and trim that off. I didn't want to cut it till I make sure I have it. And then kind of tack it. Now you want to be careful because the glue will melt your Crayola. So we want to just barely put enough on. Now I've kind of made a little cap for him. And then what I do at this time is I come back in with my glue gun and I do just bring a couple of little rolls down and I squish him on so that he has a fun little cap. Now this guy, we need to make him a little bit tighter because his is up near the top, so we don't want to take him too far down, have him a little bit too far. So you kind of want to glue him and flatten him down onto your gourd so that he doesn't look like he's all sticking up on top. So all of that should be kind of down there. So there's our fun little Christmas kind of whimsical gourd. And that, you know, you can make a bunch of these. These are really quick and easy to make, and they're great for Christmas. So if you have any questions about this project, please email me at art@miriamjoy.com. For any of the wax tools that we may have used today, please visit my website at miriamjoy.com. You'll find a YouTube link there where you'll find more fun YouTube videos, as well as a Facebook link that takes you over to our Facebook page, and you don't have to be a member. There's a lot of fun things that we try to do on that page. We try to post something there for you every day to encourage you, as well as fun contests during the holidays. I hope you had a good time with this little Christmas gourd. God bless.